Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Thomas, back at it again, finally with a new video. I know I've been off of YouTube for about a month now. We're gonna get into that in today's video. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me where I talk about literally everything that's been going on, BeautyCon drama, cat drama, moving, all that stuff. Everything that's been happening while I've been off of YouTube, I'm going to address it, talk about it, fill you guys in on what's been going on with my life because I feel like I've been a little bit off the radar. I'm trying a new backdrop, so we'll see. It kind of looks like green mermaid scales, and I don't know how I feel about it, but it has nothing to do with the look that I have in store today, so we'll see. Skin's a little crazy today as well, so I'm excited to cover this face up. But I'm going to be talking about all the drama that's been going on, everything that's been happening in my life, where I've been and everything. I'm going to title this video So Dramatic, Where I've Been. Something dramatic and stupid like that. If I'm a little low energy, it's just because I have been filming nonstop this past week. I've actually had six whole videos pre-filmed, already ready to go. I just felt like it was kind of weird to come back to YouTube without any explanation as to where I've been, because I was fully planning on posting a video at just like as if I've never left YouTube, and I was fully prepared to do that, but I don't want to do that to you guys. I want to give you guys a full explanation, let you guys know what's been going on, because I know not a lot of you follow me on Twitter. You should if you don't already. But that's basically what today's video is. Fill you guys in what's going on, why I'm leaving LA, why there's been so much drama going on or surrounding my name and all that stuff in the past month and all that stuff. But yeah, if you guys are interested in that, please keep on watching. It's gonna be a super chill video, very chill vibes, just chatting with you guys, doing my makeup. I have this really cool look that I have in store. I'm gonna be using black Swarovski crystals. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy today's video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a huge thumbs up, it helps me out a lot. Comment down below what's going on in your life. I am interested what's happening in your life, sis, let me know. And without further ado, let's paint this mug. So we're gonna get into this mug. If you see this little thing up here, it's just my mirror. I thought it's not gonna be that annoying. You can still see me. I'm gonna prime my skin with my Laura Mercier Radiant Primer. I already loosely primed my skin with my Tatcha Silk Canvas. I haven't used it in a minute, I just thought why not, and I did my brows off camera. So I guess the first thing I want to talk about is the thing that's the most prominent on my mind right now, which is the fact that I'm leaving LA, or the determining time of leaving Los Angeles. Like the should I, am I, will I? The answer is most likely yes. Before I get really into it, the two places that me and Carlos, my boyfriend, are looking at, we started really wanting to go to Miami, Florida, or just Florida in general, like Orlando or Miami. And then we started realizing that's just a little bit too unrealistic, just because his family is West Coast, my family is East Coast. So it just makes more sense if we're kind of in the middle ground. The whole point of moving out of LA is for both of us, especially me, to save up money, kind of just get away from Los Angeles, get away from the crowd, get away from the craziness, get away from the toxicity, get away from the people, and kind of find myself again. Because I feel like with LA, you can get lost in the sauce very easily. And as much as I feel like I have made leaps and strides to get out of certain situations, certain mindsets, certain behavior patterns. I had this interview with JenLuvsReviews. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll link it down below. But I had this 1-hour interview with her. During that interview, you can probably tell that I've had some realizations during it. And one of those realizations was I'm trying to be a better person, but I'm still finding myself falling back into, maybe not as extreme, but falling back into patterns that was the old Thomas, like this BeautyCon situation, and then this kid that's been bullying me on social media. It's just I still find myself in situations that I shouldn't really be in when I am a grown-ass man that should be making responsible adult decisions and be acting like a fucking adult. And I just find myself still acting as if I'm in high school. And that's what LA, by the way, if you notice, it's red down here. It's because sister is stained from this red eyeshadow that I'm gonna use in a second. But yeah, I just find myself falling back into patterns that I don't want to be in, and I feel like it's just that LA cycle. And LA can eat you alive. Big cities like New York, LA, San Francisco, big cities can eat you alive, especially if they're industry-based areas. And I feel like I'm in such a deep hole that because I'm still in LA, surrounded by the people, the vibe, the energy, energy that I can't seem to pull myself out of this hole that I've dug for myself, this mental hell hole that I dug for myself. And I'm not trying to run from it by going to Texas. I'm trying to face it by going or moving out of LA. I'm trying to face it by moving out. And not only will this be a smart financial move for me, but it would also be a good mental move for me, and a physical move and all that stuff. It's not just, oh, I hate the people are still fucking fake, blah, 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 blah. It's like, I can't function here. I've never found a place here. I never found comfort here. I've never found a home here. The point of me going out of it is to function as a human being. And I noticed when I think about it, when I reflect back on before I was in LA, I wasn't as fucked in the head, if you will, versus what I feel like I am now. So this is just more of like a mental health thing. It's as well as a financial thing. And Carlos, my boyfriend, he's so supportive. He wants to come with me because he feels the same way in the same aspect. And the cool thing about we're thinking about moving to Austin, Texas. The cool thing about it is that we have seen the home. Oh my God. The fact that I pay $4,000 in rent right now. I'm taking my Stay Naked Urban Decay. I'm mixing these two shades together. I'm mixing 10 NN and 41 NN because I am not spray tans right now. Matter of fact, 41 NN is my shade, like straight up, or 10 NN is my shade straight up, but I don't like being too pasty. I like to have just a little bit of color, just I don't care if it doesn't match. I'm not leaving my house in this. I signed a $4,000 lease last year when my channel and everything wasn't kind of like in a weird spot. But now that it's like in a weird spot and I can't seem to really get out of it, I might as well just like, do you know what I mean? Like I might as well just move to a place that I know is going to be more affordable. I feel like I could get back on my feet there. The colleges in Texas seem really nice. Like I just feel like it's a responsible move. And me and Carlos have weighed out all the options, like all the possibilities that could happen, like the negative possibilities, the positive possibilities of moving together. Like for once in my life, I feel like I'm making a responsible adult decision versus like jumping into anything that could potentially have a very negative outcome. So I'm going into my L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. This is the best drugstore concealer of all time. That's just the 401 on the whole moving out of LA thing. People seem to be thinking it's like the worst decision I'm ever gonna make. And it's like moving to LA, I feel like was the worst decision I ever made. The look I have in mind is like very full coverage, very glam. So with that being said, let's talk about the BeautyCon situation because as you guys know, I had a little bit of a situation with BeautyCon this year and I haven't really fully addressed it on my Twitter other than the fact that like BeautyCon has yet to apologize to me. However, the CEO did reach out to me via DMs and asked to talk in person about everything. And as much as that seems like something I wanted to do, I later declined. I feel like there was other people involved in this whole BeautyCon situation that I felt like got really fucked up. Sierra Schultze, Thomas, use your words. You know, a very beautiful body positive YouTuber who got paid dust at the event. There's more people that got fucked over that haven't come out about BeautyCon. I just feel like as someone that stands by his word a lot, it doesn't make sense for me to go with the CEO, talk about it and get closure when other people won't get closure. Other people won't, you know, just give me an apology. Just DM me an apology, whatever. I'll be more happy with that. I don't want to meet you in person. I don't want to talk to you. I don't know. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any of like something in my heart and my gut told me it just was not a good idea to go to this. Maybe I could have gotten the closure and the apology I wanted, but you know, Sierra probably wouldn't have gotten that. Sierra probably, and still hasn't, and the other people affected by BeautyCon hasn't. But if you guys don't know what's going on with BeautyCon, I had a run-in with one of their talents that went this year, and he had made fun of my eating disorder, trigger warning, by the way. He had made an entire video that's now deleted about how my eating disorder was faked for sympathy because of the Jeffree Star situation last year. Basically what happened, this little kid, not really a kid, he's almost in like 18, made fun of my eating disorder. My ex-boyfriend retweeted it to further piss me off and they invited him. I felt like that was a slap in my face because they refused to invite me. And then when I finally asked if I could go, they were like, sure. Like, it was just like this weird energy, this vibe that BeautyCon was giving me ever since my fucking dumbass, stupid ass fucking scandal last year. I feel like every brand has been doing weird things to me and it's been kind of slightly driving me crazy. It was like BeautyCon was like kind of like the last straw for me. So I was like, First of all, BeautyCon, why are you inviting someone that was literally investigated by police for doing very weird things with minors? It was just weird. Like, the whole thing was weird. And then BeautyCon contacted me and said the only way we'll let you into our event is if you apologize to Ethan and Ethan apologizes to you. It said there is no reason for me to apologize to that kid. I did nothing to him. And I chose not to apologize to him. And they said to me on the phone, we will not invite either of you if neither of you apologize together. If you do not apologize to him, neither of you will go. If he doesn't apologize to you, neither of you will go. So BeautyCon comes around and this little shithead is there and I'm not. You guys, ColourPop has amazing stuff. I'm using this blush CG later and it is so pretty. It seems intense, but it's cute. It's sickening. So I was just quite honestly, the whole BeautyCon thing was just me sick of it. Honestly, just sick of it from everyone. Like every brand, every person that just wants to like villainize me and make me seem like I'm like this messy, gross person that like doesn't deserve any fucking happiness. It was just like hello? Can I just have like a slither of respect from anyone? Like that's honestly what it was. And like, obviously I'm not thinking like that anymore. Like, you know, that's still immature thinking. That's still why linger around situations or people or energies that don't want to respect you or give you that respect that you feel like you deserve. So that is why I'm leaving Los Angeles. Like, I'm not quitting as a beauty guru or YouTube or any of that stuff, but I'm leaving an environment that I feel like just does not serve me and that refuses to accept me for who I am and my flaws and my mistakes the way they want to accept other influencers for their flaws and their mistakes. So I'm about to use a very questionable product, but I'm using it solely for this. Drag me if you want. So the look I'm going for today is like this really black smoky eye with a really dark red lower lash line. Now let's move on to Thomas Halbert is a scammer. So that happened this month too. Let me set this up for you guys. So yes, this past year has been a really bad year for me. Like as far as like my career and my finances, it just hasn't been a good month or a good year. Like we've all had our ups and downs in our lives as far as finances. That's just a normal thing. And there's this small group of people on social media that think that influencers are the pinnacle of money, that we get paid to do nothing and we're just living lavishly and all that stuff. And whereas that's the case for a lot of people, like by all means, is it correct that influencers can make millions of dollars a year? But also in the same breath that is not the case at all for a lot of fucking influencers. Like that is, I feel like my makeup is coming out really bad today because I'm kind of rushing. So let me just like take a minute to blend. My cat Archie, twice in a span of 4 weeks, needed to go to the hospital. Actually, it was 3 times. The first 2 times, he went one time for a $1,700 treatment to get unclogged, and they wanted to keep him, but we couldn't afford the extra $2,000 to $3,000 that it would cost to keep him hospitalized, or however much extra it was gonna cost. So we took him back home thinking, oh, he'll be fine. We'll just change everything around, monitor him, whatever. Literally within 24 hours, he got clogged again and we had to take him back. And that day was like, oh, he has to stay at the hospital. He has to do all this stuff. And that's where I'm like, hey, don't have $3,000, $4,000 lying around in my bank account just to give, you know, like I have bills. Like I'm a normal person. Like I have things that I have to pay for. I have, who wants to walk around with $0 in their account for, you still have to live as a person, right? I had to ask for help on social media when I did not want to. And I'm gonna make this very fucking clear to everyone. I have had financial struggles since March and April of this year. I've had financial issues since pretty much April. Honestly, April of this year, I've had financial issues. Not once did I come on social media to ask for help. I've had to figure it out my fucking self. But when a living, breathing creature's life is at risk, I ask for help because guess what? As much as bills can be put off and extensions can be made, someone's life or something's life cannot, there's no extensions there. This is a you need to act quick and figure it out now type of situation. And that's where it's been a very intense and extreme learning lesson, very intense emotional learning experience for me to realize that, Thomas, finances are not going to get better unless I make them get better. I need to learn to have a savings account, be financially responsible. When I'm making more money again, which eventually I will be, to take it and understand that you need to be saving all this money for situations like this. Archie has pet insurance now. This has been a huge learning experience. So that first time, the first 2 times he went to the hospital, I had a GoFundMe so I could pay for everything and have, you know, all that stuff. And then literally not even 3 weeks later, he gets clogged again, and now he needs a major surgery so he can get completely, like, it will never happen again, right? They quoted me for anywhere from $4,000 to $7,000. As much as I hated going on social media, and I did this on my Periscope when all this was happening, all this drama was happening, as much as I hated to ask, I tried to ask my ex-boyfriend for help to get pet care credit or scratch pay using his credit. He couldn't. I asked my ex-producer, who I knew had a very vast savings account. I asked her, please, can you pay for it? She couldn't do it. I asked everyone that I know that had a lot of money if they could just help me this one time and I just pay them back eventually. And no one could do it. So I had to go on social media again after your guys' constant request saying, I need help again. Of course, the people who donated, they wanted my pet Archie to be good. And there was people saying you should surrender him, you should give him up because you're obviously a terrible pet parent. I'm never getting rid of my cat. I'm never putting my cat down, and I'm never going to surrender my cat to anyone. That is my cat. That is my baby. I love him so much. He has been there for me when I have been so depressed, the way that my cats love me. And this, I maybe sound like a crazy cat lady, but and those of you with dogs or pets in general, you probably know this too. Like when you're sad or when you're upset, they come to you, they come to comfort you. And when they're sad or when they want love, you love them back. It's a mutual love. You have love with your pets. And I will never, ever give up my animal unless I literally could not afford him, period. I'm never giving him up. And that was just a bad time. It was just bad timing. Of course, you guys understand that. You guys get that. The people that care for me understand that. Drama to everyone understood that. But there was a small group of people, gross, annoying, weird ass people that not only with me, but any influencer, they try to pull any sort of negativity, anything they can, no matter how many receipts I gave. They made it their mission to slander me and basically accuse me of a literal crime of scamming my followers for frivolous purchases, all this stuff, because I went to Disneyland a week after when I have fucking annual passes that I bought last year when I was rich. Like, it was just so annoying, and I have to deal with this stress already that my dad's in the hospital. They find a lump in his lung. They don't even know what the fuck that is. He's about to get a PET scan this week. It was just a lot, like so much, and it was just so I'm literally contemplating like my existence on this planet through all of this, and I have to deal with idiots on social media calling me a scammer on top of that, when I have done everything to prove to you guys, to myself, to everyone, that I have continuously tried to change and be a better person. It was just too much. To those people that still are making fake accounts to harass me on, I hope you kiss my literal fucking ass, and I hope you find some peace and some love. But this is the last time I'm ever gonna address this, talk about it, or talk to you bitches. Leave me alone. I did that with crusty ass foundation lips. How long is this video gonna be? Damn. With that being said, I am really happy, you guys. And this past month that I've been off of YouTube, I have been working really hard. Not only have I been pre-filming a bunch for you guys, but I'm working on a podcast with friends. I don't know, I just feel a little happier. Like, I feel like my happiness is coming back, which is much needed. I'm gonna go into the Norvina ABH palette for the black, this black shade, because it's kind of insane. My boyfriend said it's really good. I was just gonna use this palette for my look today, but I just cannot stop using this rainbow palette from ColourPop. Like, this comes like this, like when you buy it, you get all the shades and everything. I think it's $45 for all of them, but I'm gonna be using this red right here in this palette. It's the shade Brick Road. This is the best red I've ever used in my life. On top of this pink highlight though, I think I want to add a little bit of Delish in the Strawberry Shake palette from ColourPop. Yeah, mixed in with that, yeah. That looks really cute. In this Norvina palette, I'm gonna go into the shade D5. I like how it doesn't have names. I hate palettes with names. And I think I'm just gonna use the black. Like the black and maybe the white. We'll see. If it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. But we'll see. You know, I just went right into it, huh? Guys, mistakes were made. Clowns make clown decisions. You know, it's not that bad. I'm gonna take this red, this brick shade, and pack it on the lower lash line and try to blend it. Okay, we're gonna completely ignore this eye. We're gonna pay attention to this eye. It's a little bit better. I put glitter on it because everything is fixed with glitter. I used the Hip Dot Crystals palette and I used these two shades down here. I'm gonna finish up this look and then I'll be back with the outro, and yeah, Okay, so this is the finished look. I don't know how I feel about it yet. It was an experiment. It was something I thought in my head, and I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll see. I hope you guys understand the reason why I've been gone. It's just been a very hectic month. It's just been too much, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna take a break from YouTube, take a step back. I'm working. I am trying to do things to make my life better, to make content and my presence on social media a little bit more entertaining and interesting for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry you had to wait so long for content, but I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you in my next video, which will be this Friday. Okay guys, I love you, and yeah, bye.